The one thing about the Trayvon Martin case in this case is that two young men died before their prime. And I think that is why you'll continue to see gun rights folks say, we need to find a way to solve our gun, we have to have more gun control in this country to stop innocent deaths like this. The fact that we have guns in wide proliferation and the fact that Oklahoma is a, gun-friendly state, I mean, guns get in the wrong hands of the wrong people. That is why we need to have more gun control in this country.
Well, we're only a few days removed from the very vicious murder of Christopher Lane, and Democrats are already blaming the nation's gun laws for the tragic event. Joining me now, the man you just heard from, radio talk show host Richard Fowler, and someone who disagrees with him, author and columnist, Fox News contributor Michelle Malkin. Good to see both of you. Nice to have you here. Richard, let me start with you, because what you just did there is what a lot of leftists do, and it's called the transfer of responsibility. You transfer the responsibility of the perpetrators and their personal criminal behavior to some big amorphous social issue, in this case, gun control. You don't want to talk about who pulled the trigger, you want to talk about the gun. That's called a deflection, and we're calling you on that.
Well, Monica, I got to tell you, I think if there was no gun, they wouldn't be able to pull a trigger. I think the one thing that connects both the Trayvon Martin case and this case is the whole ideal of gun violence. If we could take the gun out of the violence and recreate real gun safety laws in this country, we would solve this problem.
Hey, Richard,
I think that's what we need to see.
Let me tell you something. I just did a segment with Mark Furman and Rod Wheeler. What we do know about this case is that this was premeditated, that they had posted on social media websites that they intended to go and pop off a person or two. They had posed with rifles. At least one of them is associated with the Crips gang, allegedly. So this is all about their minds. It's not about the gun. They could have beaten this man to death. It's not about the weapon.
But there's a big threshold between beating somebody and shooting them with one bullet. And I think that's a distinction that needs to be made in this particular case. We can all agree that this is a heinous act and these thugs should go behind bars. But at the end of the day, this is about personal responsibility and also about how we can make sure that our children and our young men stay safe. And the only way we could do that is by putting in real gun safety laws, background checks. We need to get these guns off the streets. There's no reason for them to have a gun and 50 bullets. That's the problem here.
Michelle, Richard just laid out the argument that we have often made, which is the hypocrisy of the left, that they don't really care what actually happened, whether it was Trayvon Martin or what happened in Oklahoma a few days ago. They only care about using it to score political points, right?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. This young man seems very earnest. I'm sure you are in your beliefs, but I've encountered many dim bulb arguments in my life, and this is about as low as wattage as I've ever encountered. What gun laws in particular do you think would have saved this man's life? An assault weapons ban? Yes or whoa, it's my turn. Whoa. No, answer my question. An assault weapons ban? Do you think that would have saved him?
Your question is a farce, and here's why your question is a farce. Why do 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds have access to a gun to begin with?
The reason why you won't answer my question,
17-year-olds have a gun to begin with?
The reason why you won't answer my question is because
do you believe that a 16 or 17-year-old should have a gun?
The weapon in question that killed Chris Lane was a .22 caliber pistol.
But why should a 16 or 17-year-old have a .22 caliber gun?
He shouldn't have had it to begin with. At all. And guess what? It's illegal.
And if there was more gun control and more gun safety, that would not happen.
It is already illegal for teenagers.
But wait a second, Michelle. Clearly, the owners of this gun
to murder anybody with any weapon. Period. Okay? Why not, instead of talking about gun control, which, by the way, you really mean gun confiscation.
No, I mean gun safety, Michelle. Let's be clear.
Let's be honest. That you want to deflect from talking about the real issue here. It's on the table. There is a huge social media footprint already of these three suspects. And it is not gun control, but gang control, behavioral control, impulse control,
Michelle,
and
I think you're
moral
missing the premise
guardrails
here.
that need to be reestablished in our culture.
Richard, go ahead, respond.
You know nothing about the gun in question.
Listen, I'll tell you exactly what the issue is here, Michelle. If gangs didn't have guns, they wouldn't be that powerful. The reason why gangs have the ability to run streets is because they have guns. If we take the guns out of the hands of the gangsters,
Richard,
what are you talking about?
Richard, that is the point that Michelle is trying to make. The gun, it should not have fallen fallen into the hands of this thug in the first place, okay?
I
But
agree.
what you're saying is gun control should be leveled against law-abiding citizens. What Michelle
I
is
never
trying
said
to
that
say,
at all.
what Michelle is trying to say is that there is a gang culture. There is a violent culture out there. We're trying to keep the guns out of the hands of the thugs, not out of the hands of law-abiding citizens, which is what you want.
But wait a second, Monica. What I'm saying is if you go to a gun show 2 states over from Oklahoma and buy enough weapons to blow up the Taliban, there's a problem. When 16 and 17-year-olds can buy assault rifles, they can buy AK-47s, they can buy military-grade weapons,
Why are
we
you
have a
talking
serious
about
problem in
assault
this
rifles?
country.
Go ahead.
I'm,
That is
saying,
not the gun
I'm
that
talking
was
about the
used.
fact that young people can access weapons.
Richard, hang on. Michelle, go ahead.
The dishonesty of the gun grabbers is naked here. It's as naked as a newborn baby. He is talking about gun control and gun confiscation laws, national registries and background checks that would do absolutely nothing to control evil thugs who will do whatever they need to do to kill and wreak havoc on people.
That is not true.
These boys were intent on killing. It is absolutely true.
You can be intent on killing, but if you don't have a gun to kill with,
Richard, it doesn't matter. If you're intent on killing somebody, if you're part of a gang, whatever your intent may be, it doesn't matter what the weapon is. They would have found a way to acquire any kind
illegal
of weapon.
alien gangs are using machetes.
Listen, we can agree on that point.
Latino gangs are wilding and mobbing people and using their bare
We can agree on
fists.
that point,
All right,
that if they
guys.
wanted to kill him, they would have killed him. But the fact is the gun allowed them to do it quicker. We got to get guns off the street. And that's why you see states in cities where they have gun control, you have less murders. It's just that simple.
I appreciate your passion very much. You're totally wrong. Michelle, thank you so much for being here. Richard, you too. Thank you.